Now, why does that look like it's high density, but it's not big enough? So these big chunkers, this is fine. This is what we want. But why are we getting these ones in here in Briarwood Heights? These should be full chunky boy, massive, huge apartment blocks. I suppose they need to level up, but the fact that they're pulling the wrong squares. Maybe I need to D-zone and checkerboard. Can you convert or layer industrial sections into a park? Yes. Or we could buy up this tile and have a massive like city park over here. Potentially. Or I could strip out a central section in here and create a big park to sort of service this high area. Grand City, solar power plant, baseball park, waste transfer facility, waste processing complex, intercity bus terminal, and a bus metro hub. Lovely. Ooh, hello. Is that some insufficient water? I see. It is. Let's fix that up, shall we? Cool. There you go. Let's just see how it goes for now. Because by building so much so fast, I have just broken my RCI demand. And it's going to take a little while for it to figure itself out. We do have a good amount of dense commercial down here, but it's still not enough to satisfy what people want. Don't want to go too much deeper. Maybe one just there. I have a little bit smattered in here. Could pull this back. Yeah, that should do the trick. Just get a little bit more commercial. Just a little bit more. Because the residential here, like there's just not enough demand for residential at the moment. But we can fix that. People have to pay to go to work. God, I love doing that. It's such a hack. Like, it's a horrible thing. It doesn't... It's not a logical thing to do. But it works. It's built into the game and it works. So, fuck, you may as well do it, huh? Alright. Let's let this simmer away and do its thing for a little while. And we can go and investigate a ferry. Whee! Or a cruise ship, rather. So this is doing nicely. How are we doing down here for levels? Looking good. Looking great. Everything seems to be the same size, though. And, like, this is high density, as is this. But they seem to be the same size. So, are we having a problem with our high density ban? Or our high rise ban? Because it kind of feels like that's what's happening here, huh? Like, these are all the same size. And these are doing okay. Check it. Gigastore. That's the correct sort of thing that I want to see in the center. But maybe these need to get to level 5 before they, like, shoot up through the moon. Increase the value of the land around the building to be upgraded. Parks, plazas, and good services increase land value. I'll do it. So, how can we, in this area, increase our parks, plazas, and services? We could sneak a little park in there. We've already got one there. Or, what's this? That's our university. Okay. Here we go. Parks. Parks. So we're going to have a new park that runs out and wraps around the back of these buildings all the way across to here. We will potentially have to demolish something, but we'll see. We might be able to very cheekily sneak a path in behind the... did everything just drop down there for a moment? Holy shit, it did. That's actually negatively impacted this whole area. Huh. Well, that's awful. Or is it because they've just hit level 5? No? That's disappointing, but hey-ho, it happens. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave that park there because they'll complain if we move it. But let's go ahead and get a city park, because we've already got all the assets for that. I want to put a small main gate there, which means quickly demolishing that power line, and then slipping that. Fuck, I hate it when it does that. Ugh. Alright. Hello? Oh. Alright. Because I painted the wrong district type right off the bat, huh? Was everyone screaming at me? No? Okay. So you didn't notice either. That makes me feel happy. So let's go ahead and stretch all of this out like this. And then let's go ahead and double check all of this. So Briar Rose Park. So Sterling Hills, are you still stretched out here? You are. Okay, good. So Poplar Garden. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a lovely park path, which we're just gonna gently meander out the back of these buildings, and then we'll make a connection wherever we can. So like in the corners here, we can do that. And what I'm going to do is just anarchy this, and we're going to say that this path curves around, and it's, hang on, it's kind of part of the university. A bit cheeky, but it's fine. And let's keep going like this, and we'll finish up about here. So we'll have a side gate there, and probably not going to be able to squeeze one anywhere in here, are we? I was thinking maybe on the corners we could have side gates, but we might just have to make do with like just having the path touch and allow people to just come and go as they please. Okay, so let's hook this up like that, and we'll go ahead and start populating in a lovely cafe. Maybe we'll have some restrooms next to that. I should probably turn off anarchy. And what else can we have? Let's have a little info booth here, because it should fit, which it does. Not going to destroy anything, which is nice. We can have a chessboard. And that's about all we can have, huh? Unless I want to be real cheeky and dig a pond. Which we could do. We could very well do. But you know what? I think it'll be okay for the time being. Let's just double check. If we tick on, let's have a look at what the land value is like here, now that Poplar Garden is in. Hopefully what we should see is these starting to tick up. Yes? No? We're doing good down here. Needs to be covered by more services. Okay. Increase the value of the land. Okay. So not quite the instant jump that I was hoping for. Then in that case, let's see what our service coverage is like. So, medical care. Good. Elder care. Not good. Let's fix that. What about Child Health Center? Let's have that next to the elder care section there as well. And let's see if we can squeeze one in here too. That should really help to boost things up. Fire coverage is fine. Police coverage is fine. Education. So, primary education, good. High school education, we could probably have another high school over here. Like, bonk. And then, what else we got? University, we have good coverage of that. Public library is okay, could be better, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. And what else have we got here? Creative Arts, Modern Technology Institute, that's just different types of the same thing. What about a sports hall? What about a community pool? No? What about a yoga garden? Not necessary. I think by what we've added just now, I'd forgotten about these. Chungus. No, let's not worry about that. Let's just quickly get some pipes to those guys so that they're active. And let's see how the land value here is trending. It's slowly going up. Slowly. Not as quickly as I would like. Not as quickly as I would like. But ain't much we can do beyond what we've just done. How are we doing here? Cannot level up because high-rise buildings are banned. Then, here's what we're going to do for you. Large commercial stuff. Let's go ahead and expand Briar Rose Park, or whatever the heck it's called, to include this section up here, which is going to break our, things leveling to their maximum level, or, sorry, the tapering of the place. But these are going to ding, which should hopefully raise their land value, which should then hopefully let these ding, which should then hopefully have a cascading effect because of the land value sort of then rippling down to these guys. So how are we doing here? Home of the stuff store, upgrading, upgraded. Fully upgraded all of these. How are we doing? Increase the value of land. It actually went down. Shit. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting to happen. Okay, that's disappointing. What was that noise? Huh? Something went dingling. Don't know what it was. Doesn't matter. Okay. And how are we doing here? This roundabout is not handling. Task failed successfully. Exactly. It happens. It happens. Let's get this upgraded to 3 lanes. Oops, shit. What the hell happened there? Is that going to... No? Okay. Alright. Do as I say. 3 lanes. And... there we go. Alright, and bonk. Alright, cool. 3 lanes each way. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Let's use this to... Which one is it? And then you shift control click to do your roundabout things. There we have it. Dedicated turning lanes. Good to go. Is that going to solve the problems that we have here? Partly. There's also a bus stop there, apparently. Okay. It's still not really a great roundabout, but it is flowing better. So I suppose I shouldn't complain too much. All right. But why not upgrade? I've got everything that I could possibly shovel into this place without throwing in just random parks in random locations. This is kind of the best that I can do in here. Like, look how close this one is. Educate more citizens. Oh, okay, that's good. That's a different problem, at least. Speaking of education, let's have a look. Get out of the way. Education. So, was it this one? This one. Educate more citizens. We have 12 uneducated people in this home. Somehow. I suppose they're children? Yes, they are. 10 children and 2 teens, by my guess. So that's not really something that we can super do anything about until those kids get through elementary school. And the 2 schools in this area, wow, these people are really uneducated. 30 uneducated... What? How are there 30 uneducated people in here? How? Because we've got... Where's my schools in this area? This one, half capacity. Looking good. Is this one? Half capacity. Looking good. The high school is... That's the library. Wait, how's the library doing? 25 visitors. Not great. Where is the high school? Am I blind? I think I am. How many people are going to university? Nowhere near capacity. There's another high school there. Close to capacity, actually. So hang on. Let's just quickly... bang. And then high school. Right. 621 out of 1,000. So, yeah, maybe adding this additional high school is going to be the thing that tips this area over. Because it's just teetering on the edge. I want to see it. I want to see it just dunk. And then that ripple effect. Or maybe I should stop people in this area breeding. Maybe that's the trick. Because there's too many children. Too many uneducated children. Actually, if we want to get some serious education going on, let's boost education and not for profit. I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's fine. Boost the education budget. Make your young adults automatically choose education over working. Prioritize education over working for young adults. Good. Hopefully that won't then have a massive impact on the amount of, free work positions there are, but we'll see. All right, how are we doing over here? Educate more citizens. Same story, but with that education boost, this should actually, this should actually help out. So let's check out how we're doing in this neck of the woods. This school looking good. And where was the other one? Down here somewhere. No? Hello? Or was it there? And 151. So looking good. This area should be okay. This might be a concern. Need to keep an eye on that. And this intersection is a concern. That is a hell of a tailback. All right, let's go ahead then and tweak this intersection because signalized lights, especially when people are able to turn through, is not really doing us any good. I would like, though, what I'd like is junction restrictions. No. I'd love it if right on red was enabled. Because this intersection here, these people shouldn't be stopping while these guys are going like that. So maybe we'll just like do this and then just say give way and just let it flow. And you know what? Let's go ahead and go through here. Whoops, not a stop. Just needs to be give way. And give way. So that gives us good through traffic through there. And let's do a similar thing here where this can be give way, and then this can be give way, and this can be give way, and then that's fine. That's totally fine. So the main street is the one where all of these services live, and hopefully traffic should recover, which it has. Good. Okay. Let's let this this area here sim for a little bit. I can already see some great buildings coming up over here. Education is our limiting factor there by the looks of it. Yep. Although this is never going to level up as much as the other side, just because of... just because of the way that this is mapped out. Like it's... there's no parks over here. It's a fairly sort of crap area. So it's only ever going to probably get to... Actually, this is heading all the way. Looks like it's just hinging on education at this stage. But if we have a look at the property value, it's probably, yeah, very low. It's very low. Like there's a little bit of a spike here, which is interesting. Don't quite know why this is such a high value area. I guess proximity to the school? Maybe. Anyway. My dog's asleep, but his tail's wagging. It's so cute. Don't know what. You must be dreaming about something great. Dogs are awesome. We don't deserve them. They're such wonderful creatures. Okay, what were we doing here? So we've got the Turklaz district coming along. How long is it coming? Holy fuck. Okay, well, that's... Interesting. You probably wouldn't want to be living next to this, huh? Because that's a chunkus. An absolute chunky boy. But, I don't know. I'm kind of okay with that. It kind of reminds me of the big apartment blocks that are down in Melbourne, where it's like mostly single dwelling residences, but then you have these two towers. Like, fuck yeah, let's mark those as historical. I really like the look of that, actually. Yeah, that's cool. There's a whole bunch of them down here in Melbourne that, were built as affordable housing in the 60s, I think, maybe 70s. And they're kind of iconic. I really like them. And the people that live there really like them because they're affordable housing, as opposed to the single house places that are around them, which are starting to get ludicrous. And goddamn, especially here in Sydney, the housing market is just insane. When I moved here, I thought, maybe it's time for me to buy a house. Nope, no way. You want a tiny little 2-bedroom semi-detached house? Yeah, 1.5 million. Thereabouts. Absolutely no, thank you. So, hey. Maybe I'll wind up in rural Tasmania somewhere. Maybe that's the end goal. Who knows? Anyway, what was I saying? Where are we? What's going on? So how is everyone today? We all okay? Stepped away for a second to come back talking about overpriced real estate. There's not even really a conversation going on. This is just me and where my brain sort of meanders to as the day goes along. Silly old brain. Anyway. How can we do more with this? Should we have a little hop over the railway tracks and then some low density out back? Sometimes it's nice to just let your mind wander, see where it winds up. Exactly. Let's have a play over here. I want to have a road that comes out like this, but then it straightens out like this to about there. Then I want to turn that road. We got snaps on? We got snaps on. Okay. Then we want to turn this road this way. Then let's go straight. My snap's not on. They're not on. Okay. Let's try that again. And then let's curve it so that it is neatly lining up with these trees. So there. Then I curve up like this. Yeah. Natural. Nice and natural to there. Okay. I'm going to call this perfect. I was going to call it Derby Park. That sort of, there was something about that in my mind that was like, you know, Derby, that'd be nice. But, you know, Poplar Park, that's also cute. So let's go ahead and build in not a grid. Let's build in more of a curvy-worvy kind of guy that can have just. So let's go like that as sort of a main cross street. I'll leave that as it is, and then we'll pull up and out of this. So that's, and we're going to have just some cul-de-sacs in here. So we'll have that like that. Then let's have another road that maybe from here. Yeah, like that. Now through this bottom section, I want to have an eyebrow road, which let's have it as a 10U, please. 10? 10. And then let's go 10 to, where is 90 degrees? There we go. Now we'll come across, whoops. Stop. Stop that. I hate it when it does that. There we go. And then let's connect that to there. So that's one, you know, like an eyebrow circuit. We might as well have another one of those that sort of comes through in this direction. And then let's turn that hard and hook that to there. And then from that, or from here, no, let's do it from here on this straightaway. We're going to have a, come out at about that, and then go to about there. And then let's finish that with a roundabout. Good. Something different. Adds a little bit of variety.